On this episode, I will be showing you how I do my weekly meal planning and preparing meals. Hi everyone, my name is Kat and this is Badass Home Life, where I will be teaching you all the badass things that can help improve your home lives. So guys, I have been meal prepping and meal planning for the past 3 years now, and to think that I didn't even know how to cook before then. So this is proof that if you want to learn something and you just gotta put your mind to it, and maybe an access to Google. Let's start with what is meal planning. According to projectmealplan.com, it is the simple act of taking some time to plan any number of meals for the week. I love meal planning because it's essentially organizing your food. I usually plan my meals on the weekend. I only meal prep for 5 days. I do 4 recipes, and I don't really do breakfast because in our house no one really eats breakfast. And I also plan our snacks. The first step is to check what's in your pantry and fridge for ingredients you could incorporate with your meal. For me, it was leftover broccoli, some bacon, half an onion, and some garlic. Step 2. Choose 4 recipes you'd like to have for this week. Since I have bacon and broccoli in hand, I decided to get one recipe that includes bacon and the other that includes broccoli. Since garlic and onions are usually in most of the recipes that I cook anyway, that shouldn't matter. Step 3. I'm a very visual person, so it helps to have a chart that I can see when each meal will be eaten. This also helps me to know how many servings of each recipe that I will be needing. So in this chart, I need 6 servings of ground beef stir fry and zoodles with bacon, since that's 3 times in this week for 2 people, and 4 servings of salmon with asparagus and sausage kale soup. Why is this important? Because when you're doing your research on recipes, usually it shows up top how many servings this recipe would give you, and then you can adjust it. That way, you'll have the exact amount of ingredients that you'll need to buy. I then build the list of ingredients that I will be needing. As I mentioned earlier, I include the snacks in our meal plan. So for this week, I kept it simple. I just got celery, baby carrots, eggs, and a bunch of fruits. On Mondays, I do grocery shopping in the morning, and then when I get home is when I usually prepare my meals and snacks. For this week, I went shopping at 9:30 till 10 o'clock. I started meal prepping at 10:30 with ground beef stir fry, and since this recipe included celery and carrots, I was able to cut and store these snacks while I prepared the ingredients for this recipe. Meal prep gets easy if you prepare your ingredients in first hand before you start cooking. While I waited for the ground beef to fully cook, I got started with making zoodles. Once this first recipe was done, I was on to the next one. I finished at 11:30, just right on time before I head on over to work. I got home at 8 o'clock, and since I still had some energy, I decided to prepare some hard-boiled eggs and prepare dinner, which is salmon and asparagus. I usually cook my dinners right when we're gonna eat them, but you can incorporate dinners with your meal preps as well, but I just don't. All in all though, it took me 2 hours to get 20 meals prepared, 3 different snacks, and if you really think about it, that's so much time saved. Not only that, I did not spend a lot for this meal plan. It actually cost me around $70 for all the ingredients for this entire week. So that's about $14 a day for 2 people. $14 a day. There you have it. That's how I do my meal plans. What about you? How do you do your meal plans? And if you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every information will be up after this. I hope you learned something, at least 1 or 2 things from this video. Again, I would love to hear from you, what your suggestions are. Feel free to comment down below. And remember, always be kind.